Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're here again for Yes, Your Grace. What will our adventures and tales come in? What will happen in our adventure? There we go. Just doing a quick, yep, looks like everything is working. So, time for us to continue our adventure. Week 2. Looks like we have a good amount of supplies coming through. Now, the banker did tell us that the first loan would be free if it was food or gold, but as you can see here, it doesn't really look like it was free. So I think we got a little bit gypped, but that's okay. It's not like we won't pull through. Besides, we have some instant cash that we had gotten from that. We fixed the market stall. We're working on repairing the theater. The pantry roof is really the only thing that we'd have to work on. So, do we want to lose the 12 gold to fix it? Or would we rather lose 5 food? I'm thinking that we fix it, and then we'll just constantly be getting more food. And we'll still have 37 gold in our mitts. So, I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and continue. Now, it's been a week in real life since I've last played this, so a lot of things have happened, but if you're watching video to video, then nothing has happened. Anyways, we have a pigeon. Dear Eric, we've crossed the mountains. We'll come for what was promised. For the gods have graced us with their strength. Bayron, the king of Redovia. So they have a king after all. And this is where a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about anyway? Do we spill the beans to the kingdom? Or do we just say, I don't know. Let's be transparent with, oh god, I can't remember the advisor's name. I think it's Aubrey, or Audrin. To take my daughter's hand. What? How? You never mentioned it, Your Grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. We can't let these barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on the audits, and I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Goodbye, Audrey. Check out the entries, probably later on. You there, peasant. Forwards. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men, dressed in black, came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask for 7 pieces of gold. Or 5 stacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Take the supplies. We're gonna owe the bank some money next week, and can't really go spending it all. Feed your children well. That will be enough to keep us going for the couple of weeks. Gods favor you. Oh, merchant. Forwards. Come. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. Here you go. Take the gold and let the business grow. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds. We could make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. I have a business. We invested in a tavern. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I don't think. But fevers and sneezes are all over the place. Sounds familiar to what's going on right now. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. Oh. Oof. Well, if your people are in trouble, I'll offer some, but I can't risk offering this much because we're gonna really run into problems for next week. I hope this will be enough for you and your neighbors. Thank you. This is more than we expected anyway. You have a good heart, Your Grace. Alright, let's check out the archives from Audrey. Ooh, 4 new entries. Actually, you know what? Let's finish out our active duties for this week before continuing. Castle chambers unlocked. Ooh, fancy. Wow. Having reflective floors like this, especially in these times. Crazy. The chest. Nothing useful in here, just a pile of rubbish. Just books, plenty of them. This side table of food is very useful for long meetings. Its antlers come from the biggest deer in Davern. What is that? 5 point? I bought it on the market. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it looks nice. Aurelia loves to knit. She leaves balls of wool everywhere. Even in the council meeting room. Interesting. The tapestry. Aurelia made these. This one shows a stork. It's our house emblem. Okay, that's it. Nothing to say about this random bit of armor here, though. Or the amazing glass pane. Anyways, Audrey. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should investigate King Tally's. He might be able to help. From here we can talk to the nearby lords, but I would first suggest inviting Tally's. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. Now, we're gonna talk to Ada. Great. King Tally's should visit us within a week. With his army, we should be able to repel Redovia, no matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, Sidani, my little daughter. Hey there. Oh, we get Potato Head. Hey there, Potato Head. Pumpkin. Let's be the silly father. Hey there, Silly Pickle. I'm not silly. I can't remember what voice. You're right. You're a silly pickle. Your Grace. You shouldn't be playing here. Sidani, I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the fortress. Oh, you have the finest items here, Father. Please, let me stay here. I won't break anything. I promise. Go and play in the gardens. Father. Don't grumble. Go, go, go. I'll see you in the gardens later. This is where the kingdom's business is. You shouldn't be hanging around here. Let's go to the gardens to see if she actually did go there. And to perhaps play with her. Why did you call us Your Grace? She's our daughter. Your Grace? How are you doing? It's so boring in here. Oh, crack in the pavement. Well, I meant to get closer to Asalia, but whatever. Yes, Father? Stay safe. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? Alright, well, I think that's this week pretty much done. So, let's head back to the throne room. We'll go over the archives. Alright. Fever in the village. A mysterious illness has spread through a village. The village received 5 sacks of supplies to help get them back on their feet. Poverty in a village. Villagers reported men dressed in black stealing their stock. The king decided to show his generosity and gave the villagers supplies. Tavern business. A merchant has offered King Eric a share in his tavern business in exchange for an initial investment. The king, eager at the chance to improve the health of the treasury, invested some gold into the tavern business. Bane entries. Radovian bite. When a Radovian man showed up at Tavern's castle, Eric immediately knew it was about the promise he and his wife made 13 years ago. Aurelia agreed with Eric's worries. Baron, a thug from Radovia, was after the king's oldest daughter, Lorsulia. A letter arrived which confirmed Eric's worries. Radovia seeking what was promised to them. Eric has invited Talis, the king of Atana, in hope of finding an ally. Alright, that's a summary of this week's events. 25 gold, 6 supplies, 100 swords, 20 contentment, and we're waiting on our pigeon in general to return. Looks like we're still paying the bank, and we're probably going to run into troubles because of our general. Good God, I really wish that I didn't take that that first loan, because it wasn't free. It was not free. Yep. Alright, well, there's nothing for us to do. We've done everything that we can. Let's continue on to the next week. Grevno, week 4. General, come forwards. Your Grace, I found the son of the peasant. He was lost in a nearby forest, looking for home. He was weakened and thirsty, but should be back soon, in good health. King Talis, welcome. Hardly any light can get through these windows. These halls used to shine, Eric. Father! Look what she did! Azalia's put feces under my pillow. I didn't realize that was how it was spelled. How could I ever wash it off? Why did you tell her I told on her? Oh, right in front of the other king. Uh-oh. Stinky. um, hmm. Not now, Lorsulia. I'm busy. You never have time. We'll deal with that later. Scuttle off for now. But... if you can't even control your children, then I'm surprised you still sit where you do. And that I'm still standing where I am. Forgive me, we have had a lot going on recently. I'm asking if you're going to make me stand like a commoner here. Oh, of course, let's talk in the council room. Blue blood. Blue blood. Huh. You have a lot of books. What can be so important that you couldn't just send me a pigeon? I will be straightforward with this. I need an army. Redovia has threatened me and my family. Ha! Redovia? Here. Yes, they're simple men, untrained. Tell you what, I will give you 3,000 soldiers. My army can deal with anything they throw its way. What? Just like that? Of course not. You see, my son, Evo, has been crying and moaning to me about finding him a princess. He's always bothering me. It's about time he grew up. A wife would keep him busy, out of my way. Lorsilia would be good enough for him. She could teach him a thing or two. I also want access to the fine collection of books you have here, plus anything else you can find. You still seek cures for your wife. Her condition hasn't improved. Well, that does not concern you. You get an army, I get Lorsilia and access to these books. So, an army for a marriage in return. Yes, of course. You catch on quickly. I'll send my armies right away. See, I'll give you the books. But we need to ask my daughter if she'd want to marry your child. I'm not gonna just throw her out of one marriage that was promised into a new promised marriage. I can't just let you take my daughter for a few hundred men. Come now, Eric. We both know Davern has seen better times. When Redovia comes, who will protect your people, your family? Are you going to order peasants to fight them with pitchforks? We could have another agent, or we could get 3,000 more men. If we had another agent, I think that would really help out more than the 3,000 men. The 3,000 men would help. But I assume because we have quite a few more weeks left that a general would really help out in the long run. You'll provide a general to help with our people's needs. How about I just pay for one of yours? That's fine. I will send an army straight away, but I want immediate access to the archives. The marriage can be organized later. Let me get lost in your books, then. I think I will start from this room. Fine. You can find me in the throne room if you need me. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, if you can even call that an ally. Great, you've made an ally. You can now try to make more allies by inviting other lords in the allies panel, which I will do immediately. When lords have news, a green icon will appear by their name, like the one next to Lady Ada. I don't really know why there's an arrow. I guess that means that he's here. Back to the throne room. So he's already dropped off the 3,000 men. She has 60 men and 1 food. Lord Etten, welcome. Your Grace, my daughter is back. I have paid these thugs the ransom. I was nervous as ever in my life, but surprisingly, it all went smoothly. They got what they wanted. I don't think there will be a problem anymore. As a thank you, I actually scraped together some gold. Here, take this. Oh. Ooh, sweet. That paid off. Alright. Let's go and see what the rest of the family has to say. Now, why in the world in the first place would we even promise our daughters hand in marriage? Or our unborn daughter, I can't remember which. Aurelia, my sweet. Darling. Larsilia's getting married. What? No! Did Bayron find us? We can't let him. Lorsilia will marry Evo, the Prince of Atana. I made a treaty with Talis, marriage for an army in return. No, we cannot let her marry a barbarian. Eric, you said you would find a way. Wait, Evo? That's good. That's great. Evo is a prince after all, and if Lorsilia is married to Evo, then Bayron can't do anything. Talis, his army, might simply scare them away. Oh, this is fantastic news, Eric. Wonderful. Who's going to prepare the wedding? Guests, menus. We need to decorate the throne room. We need to buy flowers and decorations. Oh, and we need a band, too. I'll take care of that, Aurelia. We'll see how our treasury looks at the end of the week. Does Lorsilia know yet? No, I came straight to you. I see. She's been acting up lately. Maybe it's better if I tell her. Actually, no. You should talk to her. I will get on with the preparations. See you later, darling. I think things will turn out perfectly fine. Thank you, my dear. See? I told you. Get some rest now. Fine. I will stay here. Let's go and, maybe we should have gone to our daughter first, because now it seems like the wife is all giddy and ready. Keep up the good work, Stan. So that's what our general's name. Stan, the main general. Oh, it's you. There's something I need to tell you. We have no choice. You must marry Evo, the Prince of Atana. I'm sorry. What do you mean? Don't I get a say in this? We need this marriage to secure an army that will defend us. A war is coming. So I'm going to be sacrificed. Did you even consider any other options? Did you even try to offer something other than your daughter? Well, the game didn't give me a choice. I knew it. I knew this day. I'm old enough to marry. And oh my god, I just missed out on that. You've been waiting for this. You can't wait to get rid of me, can you? I wish I was a common girl living in a village, having nothing to worry about. Being able to marry the one I love, not some snob I've never met. Stupid wedding, stupid prince, you're stupid. Ooh. Well. Hey, Dusty. How are you doing, Dusty? Me too. Man. Lorsilia. let's head to the gardens. Asalia? Huh. Of course she's not here. How was Evo? I'd like to know about your son before, you know, the marriage. What's there to say? Oh god. Evo has royal blood, and I pay enough for his masters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. How's your wife? I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she's still sick. Otherwise I wouldn't even be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. This is the best ally I've ever had. What's going on in Atana? Did Yeles and Baravias resolve their wars yet? What were they fighting about again? Land? Witchcraft? I don't know, and I don't care, honestly, to find out. I have my own problems. Is everything alright in Hagos? I've always wanted to visit your beautiful town. And why don't you? Go and see for yourself what it's like. Better than this rat hole. Are those books of any use? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. So, can I hit escape? Nope. Did you find anything yet? Oh my god, why? I wouldn't have come back and talked with him. I'll be in the throne room if you need me. Read as much as you like. Okay, I thought that it was actually gonna like initiate the wedding. Because I'd like to make good on the promise that I made to my daughter. Some people might not, but yeah. There's feces underneath our pillow. What about the dungeon? Is that guy still alive? He is! Have you considered letting me out, Your Grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason, you know? You got what you deserved. I think you'll need more time to think about your actions. Your Grace, but I am the chosen one! The gods have spared my life for a reason. That's right, I think we agreed to have him here for 5 weeks. How can I help you, Your Grace? I'm just looking around. Stay as long as you like, Your Grace. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. In honor, truly. You'll stay here for a while longer, maybe you'll be useful. Don't you worry about me. I will play with my friend here. Your Grace? Okay, so nothing's changed here. Looks like that's the end of this week. We've gained a ton of soldiers, some contentment later that night. It had better be something important at this ungodly hour. Your Grace, Redovian forces have been spotted nearby. We should send our men to track them down. They've come for Lursulia. Eric, we must do something. Send a general to check this. Let's send Stan. He's our man. We need to see what they're up to. Oh, we have all sorts of... 4 weeks until the wedding. We've gained more in taxes. We're gaining lots of food. New market stalls, providing 2 gold a week. For the wedding, guests have to dance to something. We're not going to spend anything on the wedding yet to see if we can avoid the wedding. Grevno, week 5. You there, forward. What have you learned? Redovians have formed stationary posts around our castle, Your Grace. Camps, if you like. They're planning their next moves. Destroying the posts should damage their ability to form strategies, Your Grace. Although we now have a prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. You should take a look at the map, Your Grace. Send an agent to clear out these posts as soon as possible. Wait on my mark, General. I will instruct you where to strike. Yes, Your Grace. Redovian bandits have made camps around your castle. You need to send a general to eliminate the posts. To see the posts, open the map by clicking the map button below. Oh, Little Mermaid. Come on, forward, let's go. Your Grace, you called for me? I always forget how beautiful this castle is, Your Grace. I really should visit Grevno more often. Nevertheless, Your Grace, I have a favor to ask of you. Thank you. What can I do for you? There's a nefarious thief going from lord to lord, pretending like he needs help. He convinced other nearby lords to give him gold, including me. He always says he's a merchant, and his goods have been stolen. I'm sure he will visit you sooner or later. What did he look like? Was he wearing anything specific? Did anything stand out? He was wearing dirty cream apron. He was wearing, not a dirty cream apron, just dirty cream apron and a dark green shirt. Oh, and he was wearing a hat. I will keep an eye out for him. If I find him, I will send for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Your Grace. And that's all she wrote. You there, peasant. Forward. Your Grace, my son was found safe and sound. There are no words. Here's a little something. My wife has made a cake for you. A strawberry one, I think. How do you... Let's not get into that. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, a strawberry pie. We should save this for someone. We will be ready for the wedding in 4 weeks, Your Grace. The Redovian posts need to be eliminated by then, and we still need to provide for the people's needs. Striking the right balance between the two might be tough, if not impossible. With our current resources, we will need to prioritize. You there, merchant. Forwards. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me to establish is up and running. It's doing so well that it is not just a stop between long trips, it's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I will now start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair, right? I gave him what? 12 gold to start? So after 12 weeks, we'll then break even on our investment. This is ridiculously low. We could pay it off in 3 weeks, or we could pay it off in 4 weeks. I think 3 pieces is fair. I think this will be fair for both parties. I guess you're right, Your Grace. 3 pieces of gold it is then. It was worth a shot. Trying to shaft me like that. Sedani. How can I help you, silly pickle? I'm worried about Lursulia, Father. What will happen to her when she leaves? She promised me she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. And why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? What about Dusty? Are you more concerned about Lorsulia or her cat, Sedani? Both, truly. It's Lorsulia's cat. She will probably take Dusty wherever she goes. But if she didn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can you talk to her? It's not exactly Lorsulia's choice. I'm sure she would prefer to stay. She would never leave you on purpose. Why does she do it then? If she would rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her? Convince her to stay? Of course, Sedani. I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. I'd better check on Lorsulia when there's time. You there, forwards. Your Grace, they took our cattle. Monsters with steel came in the night and took everything. Sure, there's plenty of grass left now, but what's the good of it if there ain't cattle to graze on it? Can you help us, Your Grace? Take 5 supplies. That should replace your cattle and get you something to eat for a while. That's perfect! Thank you, Your Grace. Audrey, how can I be of service, Your Grace? Tell me about our battle preparations. What would you like to know about, Your Grace? Is our army ready to confront the enemy? With Talis' army, we will crush the Radovian forces. We just need to focus on our kingdom and get ready for the wedding, Your Grace. Let's change the subject. Of course. How can I be of service, Your Grace? That's all for now. I will be here if you need me, Your Grace. Let's look at allies. Let's go and talk to our daughter. See how Lorsulia's... Lorsulia's not up there. Maybe Salia will know where she is. Well, Salia wasn't in the gardens last time we checked. Yes, Father? Swords? Please, tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Lorsulia. She's far too soft for that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that. Show me what you've got. Really? You will fight with a girl? Let's go. I don't really know how to... Since I can't ride on my horse, I had to find something else to do. I just picked them up. Less talking, more fighting. Let's see what you can do. Just go easy on me, Father. Ouch! Too slow. My turn. Got quite an arm there, young lady. So tell me, Asalia, what's going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She's locked herself up in her chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed? Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. Is this what will happen to me one day too? I don't want my little girls to leave home so soon, but the truth is, once you become of age, we will need to find you a husband, sooner or later. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective for me now. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? Sedani's too young, it's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Do you think we could do this again one day? I will find you when I have a while. I suppose that'll be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. Tallies would tell you otherwise. Trust me. Father, I'm sorry. What I did to Lorcilia wasn't fair. Don't apologize to me. I know. I feel like it's best to give her some time. I'll make it right, though. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? Well, you went to a wedding and got drunk. To the bedchamber. Let's also look at the map. Oh, okay, there we go. Send the general by selecting a Radovian post and clicking on the magnifying glass icon. Exploring locations may result in gain of resources. In this case, we need to dispatch of the Radovian posts. You can send any agent to explore any location. Oh wow, this is some beautiful artwork. So there's a road, there's stuff over here. Oh, this is probably the Radovian area. That was a cave. This is a nice little map. Simplistic too. Okay. Let's get rid of the eastern post. Send a general. Yes. Darling? How are the wedding preparations going? Do you need help with anything? I'm preparing some handmade decorations. I hope Lorcilia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. The wedding is so soon, and there's so much to do. I think we're going to have to roast duck and a Calatian salad. I don't know yet about the cake. I need to speak to Lorcilia about it. I'll let you work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. I'll just put this with the rest of my supplies. Oh. Watch us next week be like, man, I could really go for a strawberry pie. Archives. Alright, it's the end of the week. Time to look at the archives again. And we'll see what's going down. Redovia stole cattle. Redovian forces have stolen cattle from a nearby village. King Eric has decided to support the villagers with sacks of supplies. Ransom. Lord Etten has visited our halls with a serious matter. His daughter was kidnapped by bandits. King Eric has given gold to Lord Etten in order to pay the ransom. Lord Etten has returned to thank King Eric personally. As it turns out, the gold he was given helped him get his daughter back safely. Lord Etten showed his gratitude with enough gold to give us a small profit. Lost beloved son. A father came asking for help to find his son. The king has sent an agent to look for the son. The peasant was very happy about it. The general found the son. His father must be well pleased. It turns out the peasant came back to thank the king personally. He gave Eric a strawberry cake his wife made. It was actually a pie, but let's not get into specifics. Aurelia. When Aurelia found out about the deal Eric made with Tallies, she was over the moon. The wedding was sure to solve all of their problems. The wedding preparations were going as planned. Aurelia was busy with preparing everything for the next couple of weeks. Sidani. Sidani is worried about her older sister. Although the king suspects it's more about Dusty, those two grew up together, so it's no wonder Sidani is upset. Asalia. Asalia's realization about why Lorsolia had been upset lately made her worry about her own future. She assured her father she would apologize to her sister for calling her names. Well, it doesn't really mean much now that Lorsolia could possibly very well be leaving. So we're getting an army to defend against an army because of a previous promise that was made that we weren't planning on fulfilling. And in order to get that army to defeat the army of the broken promise, we're now promising to have our daughter go into a marriage that she doesn't want, clearly. Oh boy. This isn't gonna spill out to be some problems. Alright. After Eric confronted Asalia about sneaking out to a wedding, she decided to pull another prank on her sister. Such as leaving feces under a pillow. Who shits underneath a pillow? And then just... oh man. Lorsolia ran into the throne room crying at a very inappropriate moment. The king had no choice but to send her away and continued talking to Tallies. The king knew Lord Lorsolia wasn't going to be happy about the wedding, but he had no other choice if he wanted his family to survive. Tavern business. The king, eager at the chance to improve the health... The king picked up on the potential scam and asked for a higher income of 3 pieces of gold a week. A thief in disguise. Lady Ada visited the throne room, warning of a thief who pretends to be a merchant. She described him as someone who doesn't stand out from the crowd, wearing a green shirt and a hat. The king assured her he will keep an eye out for him. Evo. Evo is the son of Tallies, the royal prince of Etana. He's the future husband of Eric's daughter, Lorsolia. The wedding. The wedding of Lorsolia and Evo, a day on which the kings of Davern and Etana would sign a treaty and become allies. Tallies has agreed to help Eric with the fight against the Radovian, but his conditions were tough. An army for the eldest daughter's hand. Radovian bite. Eric has invited Tallies, the king of Etana, in hope of finding an ally. Radovia has attacked a nearby village at night. A general was sent to deal with them. More Radovian bandits are crawling through Davern. They have settled camps near the castle in order to put pressure on the king. He had no choice but to attack the enemy. Well, that's what our archives are for this week. And this has been another good moment of Yes, Your Grace. We're heading into week 6. Looks like we're getting a pretty decent amount of gold. Still having to pay the bank. I really do sort of regret getting money from the bank. I can't quite remember what we spent that gold on, because we were down to about 37. But oh well. I don't plan on having this wedding go through. So I really don't want to spend the resources on this. But if we were to do it, we'd have that much left